Tonight, I'm giving you a full tour of Europe in one night. Because as Indians, after being colonized for 200 years, I think we deserve to see the full package, not just the UK. So don't miss out. Watch the full vlog and let's explore Europe properly this time. This was basically a food plus dance culture exchange for our Erasmus project, and somehow I ended up representing the Italian table because I'm married to an Italian, and apparently there was no Indian table available. And since cooking wasn't allowed, Italy of course came prepared with wine, Nutella, bread spreads, and enough bread to emotionally manipulate the whole of Europe. And this is Luigi, our trainer, giving us a pep talk before the event started, basically telling everyone to defend their country with full confidence, even if all they brought was cookies and national pride. As for me, I don't know much about national pride because I never fully felt like I belonged anywhere. In India, people sometimes saw me as a Nepali girl, and now in Europe, people ask me where I'm really from every 5 business days. So at this point, I'm just representing confused international citizens worldwide. Anyway, enough about my identity crisis. The first team was Serbia, which I kept confusing with Slovakia the whole time, so hopefully I finally got it right. They were a super young team, and of course they brought biscuits, chips, snacks, basically the kind of food that disappears during a Netflix binge at 2 a.m. They explained how famous all this stuff is in their country, and honestly it was actually good. But I feel like fast food tastes good in every country. That's literally its whole business model. Honestly, it felt like this. Just like for Western people, every Asian snack becomes Asian snacks. For me, it was just European snacks. Nothing really stood out like, oh, this is Serbian. It all just blended together, and honestly, Italian snacks don't feel that different to me either. So at this point, it's all just variations of the same vibe. Then it was Team Slovakia, lots of chocolates, marshmallows, and honestly, I enjoyed all of it. The team was super young, and they even brought cigarettes and canned pork. Yes, to Turkey, respect for the confidence. Then came Team Germany, and funny enough, there were no Germans in Team Germany. It was Sri Lankans, Turkish, and people from other countries, basically handling Germany representation better than Germany itself. And of course, they brought chocolates, sweets, and drinks, because let's be honest, when it comes to events, German food doesn't really show up like a personality. It's usually very simple, very plain, very I'm just here to exist energy. So yeah, no big cultural shock on the food side, but I wasn't complaining at all because sweets, like I said, are my weakness. And of course, I went full mode. I have a full set of sweet teeth, so I was just sampling everything like it was a competitive sport. Then came the VIP team, Team Turkey. Of course, they came prepared with cooked food, so they had a massive advantage over everyone else. Like, let's be honest, they didn't need strategy. They had hot food. And the food, yeah, it was good. But I can't ignore the advantage here. Even butter alone from their table felt like enough to win the whole event. And this little girl from Team Turkey low-key stole the show. Not even the food was the main character anymore. And then came Raki, the drink they swear by. And I think it should stay their private tradition. Because for me personally, the food, yes. The drink, absolutely not. So at least they had something that wasn't perfect. Otherwise, Team Turkey was just too good overall. Then came Team Macedonia. And honestly, they also came prepared, even without cooking. They brought a lot of homemade stuff, especially drinks. Everything felt very made with love at home energy. And they also had this massive speaker, which I still don't understand why nobody else thought of. They basically turned the whole place into a mini festival. And at some point, it was just me and this Tamil guy, me with my mild identity crisis, and him with an even bigger one, a Sri Lankan Tamil living in Germany who actually escaped during the Civil War. So yeah, my who am I suddenly felt like a beginner level problem. Just people representing different countries randomly ending up in the same Erasmus moment, something we probably would have never experienced if we had stayed in our home countries. And then dancing started. Of course, Team Macedonia took the lead like it was a national responsibility, but I was not about to sit there and behave. Heels came off, survival mode went off, and dancing mode fully activated. Soon it turned into everyone showing their own country's dance styles, one after another. And suddenly it wasn't an event anymore, it was just pure chaos in the best way possible. Honestly, every country brought their own rhythm, and somehow we all ended up moving to the same one anyway. The Indian in me did briefly think this was a competition, but it wasn't, and that's what made it fun. Just dance, food, chaos, and memories I'll probably exaggerate later, like they were legendary. Anyway, bye bye, see you in my next vlog.